Welcome to Urbinary, the podcast exploring how we understand and live urban spaces. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a city. Whether it's the city you love most, the one you dream of visiting, or even the one you are living in or just passing through as you listen. Around you, you hear voices, noises, different languages mixing together. Now, if you open your eyes, you'll see the different features of this city. Its buildings, parks, and most importantly, its people. Some are struggling to claim their space, while others decide who has the right to those spaces. Now, close your eyes again. This time, imagine being in the mountains or rural areas, taking a break from the city bus. Here, you'll probably notice completely different sounds. Quieter, more nature-focused, calmer. If you open your eyes, the landscape has changed. Fewer buildings, lower densities, more nature. But depending on where you are, the natural environment also shows, to varying degrees, signs of interaction with humans. What you see is the spread of urbanization processes into spaces traditionally seen as non-urban. Wherever you are, city or countryside, you are observing an urban space. And in doing so, you are engaging in urban studies without even realizing it. Your sight and awareness are contributing to how scholars view urban spaces.
Urbinary.
Over the past few months, Urbinary has gone through a self-reflection process. The first 3 seasons were a great start, a platform for fresh voices to discuss urban issues. But now, if we want to carve out more space for ourselves and our listeners, we need to prove that we can offer an intensive exploration of urban studies. As early career researchers from Politecnico di Milano, we want to create an alternative space within academia's rigid systems, where young academics can unpack and challenge the status quo. The idea for this podcast emerged out of moments of reflection between ourselves, members of the Urbinary team, regarding the performative and pressures we experience as researchers situated within a technical Western university. That being said, we recognize that our contexts play a role in the types of questions we ask, the approaches we take, but we hope that over time we can curate honest reflections on how our institutional spaces are taken up and afforded, in hopes to open up the ways in which we think and operate. We have created a space where we can discuss these topics with each other, with experts and with non-experts interested in urban studies. Our mission: to democratize urban studies, mending the gap between research and real life.
Urbinary.
We have also reimagined our format. From now on, we will release 1 season per academic year divided into 3 cycles. And today, we are thrilled to share the first cycle with you, an exciting introduction to the new Urbinary. Our first cycle, Finding Our Place, Navigating Urban Studies, is produced by Alessandro, Obri, Gohari, Giulia C, Giulia O, Isabella, Stella and Ruggero. In this cycle, we will explore all that urban studies can be. What does it focus on? What does urban truly mean? In previous season, we mostly linked the urban to cities, but this time we are expanding our horizon. Urban studies are a multi-dimensional field, and we will peel back its layers through conversation and special guests.
Urbinary.
Hannah Arendt, a German-born American scientist, philosopher, and one of the most influential political theorists of the 20th century, once said, "The polis was for the Greeks what the res publica was for the Romans. The first guarantee against the futility of individual life, the protected space of human flourishing and relative permanence, if not immortality, for mortals." We go beyond the polis, beyond the res publica, and explore everything that urban can be. The spaces we strive to make immortal. Through the lens of urban studies, we will unpack the complexities, tension, and power nexuses that shape the urban landscape and examine humanity's enduring desire to leave a lasting presence. Together, we'll question whether this desire persists, how it manifests in the urban spaces we build, and how we might envision moving beyond it.
Urbinary.
Urbinary is produced in collaboration with Poliradio and the Department of Architecture and Urban Studies at Politecnico di Milano.